Welcome all. Today let us study about Indus Valley Civilization. Indus Valley Civilization is one of the four greatest civilizations of the world. It flourished along the floodplains of Indus and Ghagra Hakra. The topic Indus Valley Civilization is an important one for the IS exam prelims and mains. Let's have a broad look at the Harappan culture. The Indus or the Harappan culture is older than the Chalcolithic culture, which have been treated earlier, but it is far more developed than these culture. It arose in the northwestern part of the Indian subcontinent. The Indus Valley civilization is also called Harappan because this civilization was discovered first in 1921 at the modern site of Harappa, situated in the province of West Punjab in Pakistan. It extended from Jammu in the north to the Narmada estuary in the south, and from the Makran coast of Baluchistan in the west to Meerut in the northeast. The area formed a triangle and accounted for about 12,99,600 square kilometers. Nearly 1,500 Harappan sites are known so far in the subcontinent. Of these, two most important cities were Harappa in the Punjab and Mohenjo Daro, literally the mound of the dead, in Sindh, both forming parts of Pakistan. Situated at the distance of 483 kilometers, they were linked together by the Indus. The third city lay at Chaunhodaro, about 130 kilometers south of Mohenjo-daro in the Sindh province, and the fourth at Lothal in Gujarat, at the head of the Gulf of Cambay. The fifth city lay at Kalibangan, which means black bangles, in the northern Rajasthan. The sixth, called Banavali, is situated in Hisar district in Haryana. It saw two cultural phases, pre-Harappan and Harappan, similar to that of Kalibangan. The Harappan culture is noticeable in its mature and flourishing stage at all these six places. It is also found in its mature phase in the coastal cities of Sutka, Gendor, and Surkotada, each one of which is marked by a citadel. The later Harappan phase is found in Rangpur and Rojdhi in the Kataiwar Peninsula in Gujarat. In addition to this, Dolavira, lying in the Kutch area of Gujarat, shows Harappan fortification and all the three phases of the Harappan culture. These phases also appear in Rakhighari, which is situated in the Ghaggar in Haryana, and it is much bigger than Dolavira. Town planning structures of Indus Valley civilization. The Harappan culture was distinguished by its system of town planning. Harappa and Mohenjo-daro each had its own citadel. In each city lay a lower town containing brick house which were inhabited by the common people. The remarkable thing about the arrangements of the houses in the city is that they followed the grid system. According to it, roads were cut across one another almost at right angles, and the city was divided into so many blocks. This is true of almost all Indus settlement. The most important public place of Mohenjo-daro seems to be the Great Bath, comprising the tank which is situated in the citadel mound. It is an example of beautiful brickwork. It measures 11.88 into 7.01 meters and 2.43 meters deep. Flights of steps at either end lead to the surface. There are side rooms for changing clothes. The floor of the batch was made of burnt bricks. It is suggested that the Great Bath reserved ritual bathing, which has been so vital to any religious ceremony in India. In Mohenjo-daro, the largest building is a granary, which is 45.71 meter long, 15.23 meter wide. But in the citadel of Harappa, we find as many as 6 granaries. We come across the series of brick platform which formed the basis for two rows of 6 granaries. Each granary is measured 15.23 into 6.03 meters and lay within a few meters of the river bank. The combined floor space of the 12 units would be about 838 square meters. Approximately, it had the same area as the Great Granary at Mohenjo-daro. Harappa also showed two-roomed barracks, which possibly accommodated laborers. At Kalibangan, also we notice the southern part brick platform, which may have been used for granaries. Thus, it would appear that granaries constituted an important part of the Harappan cities. The use of burnt bricks in the Harappan cities is remarkable because it is the contemporary building of Egypt, mainly dried bricks were used. We find that use of baked bricks is contemporary Mesopotamia, but they were used to a much larger extent in the Harappan cities. The drainage system of Mohenjo-daro was very impressive. In almost all cities, every big and small house had its own courtyard and bathroom. In Kalibangan, many houses had their wells. Water flowed from the house to the street, which had drains. Sometimes these drains were covered with bricks and sometimes with stone laps. The street drains were equipped with manholes. Perhaps no other Bronze Age civilization gave so much attention to health and cleanliness as the Harappan did. Agriculture of Indus Valley Civilization. The Indus people produced wheat, barley, rye, peas, etc. They produced two types of wheat and barley. A good quantity of barley has been discovered at Banavali. In addition to this, they produced sesame and mustard. As 1800 BC, the people of Lothal used rice whose remains have been found. Food grains were stored in huge granaries in both Mohenjo-daro and Harappa and possibly in Kalibangan. Probably cereals were received as tax from the peasants and stored in granaries for the payment of wages as well as the use during emergencies. This can be said on the analogy of Mesopotamian cities where wages were paid in barley. The Indus people were the earliest people to produce cotton because cotton was first produced in this area. Greek called it Sidon, which is derived from Sindh. Domestication of animals in Indus Valley Civilization. Although Harappans practiced agriculture, animals were kept on the large scale. Ox, buffaloes, goats, sheep, and pig were domesticated. The humped bull were favored by the Harappans. From the very beginning, dogs were regarded as pets. Cats were also domesticated, and signs of the feet of both dogs and cats have been noticed. They also kept asses and camels, which were obviously used as beasts of burden. Evidence of horse come from the superficial level of Mohenjo-daro and from a doubtful terracotta figurine from Lothal. The remains of the horse are reported from Sukotada, situated in West Gujarat, belong to around, but it is doubtful. In any case, Harappan culture was not horse-centered. Neither the bones of horses nor its representation appears in early and mature Harappan culture. Elephants were well known to the Harappans, who were also acquainted with the rhinoceros. Technology and crafts in Harappan culture. Harappan culture belonged to the Bronze Age. The people of Harappan used many tools and implements of stone, but they were well acquainted with the manufacture and use of bronze. Ordinary bronze was made by the smiths by mixing tin with copper mines of Rajasthan. Although it could also be bought from Baluchistan, tin was possibly bought from with different difficulty from Afghanistan. The bronze tools were and weapons recovered from the Harappan cities contain a smaller percentage of tin. However, the kit of bronze goods left by the Harappan is considerable, which suggested that the bronze smiths constituted an important group of artisans in the Harappan society. They produced not only images and utensils but also various tools and weapons such as axes, saw, knives, and spear. Several other important crafts flourished in the Harappan town. A piece of woven cotton has been recovered from Mohenjo Daro, and the textile impression found on several objects. Spindle wheels were using for spinning. Weavers wove cloth of wool and cotton. Huge brick structures suggested that bricklaying was an important craft. They also attest the existence of class of mason. The Harappans also practiced boat making. Goldsmiths made jewelry of silver, gold, and precious stones. The first two may have been obtained from Afghanistan and last from South India. The Harappans were also expert in bead making. The potter's wheel was in full use. The Harappan produced their own characteristic pottery, which was made glossy and shining. Trade in Indus Valley civilization. Trade was important in the life of the Indus people. The Harappan carried on a considerable trade in stone, metal, shell, etc. within the Indus culture zone. However, their cities did not possess the necessary raw material for the commodities they produced. They did not use metal money, but probably they carried on all exchanges through barter. In return for finished goods and possibly food grains, they procured metals from the neighboring areas by boats and bullock carts. They practiced navigation of the coast of the Arabian Sea. They knew the use of wheel and carts with a solid wheel were in use in Harappa. The Harappa had commercial link with one area of Rajasthan and also with Afghanistan and Iran. They had set up a trading colony in the northern Afghanistan, which evidently facilitated trade with Central Asia. Their cities also carried commerce with those in the land of the Tigris and Euphrates. Many Harappan seals have been discovered in Mesopotamia, and it seems that the Harappan imitated some cosmetics used by the urban people of Mesopotamia. The Mesopotamia records from about 2350 BC onwards refer the trade relation with Meluha, which was the ancient name given to the Indus region. The Mesopotamian texts speak of two intermediate trading stations called Dilmun and Makan, which lay between Mesopotamia and Meluha. Dilmun can probably be identified with the Bahrain of the Persian Gulf. Political organization in Harappan culture. We have no clear idea about political organization of the Harappans, but if we take into account the cultural homogeneity of the Indus civilization, it can be said that this culture homogeneity would not have been possible to achieve without the central authority. If the Harappan cultural zone is considered identical with the political zone, the subcontinent did not witness such a large political until unit until the rise of Mauryan Empire. The remarkable stability of this unit is demonstrated by its continuity for nearly 600 years. Religion, practice, and beliefs in Harappan culture. In Harappa, numerous terracotta figurines of women have been found. Probably the image represent the goddess of the earth. The Harappans looked upon the earth as a fertility goddess and worshipped her, the male deity in the Indus Valley. The male deity is represented on the seal. This god has three-horned head. He is representing in a sitting posture of the yogi, placing one foot on the other. This god is surrounded by the elephant, tiger, rhinoceros, and has a buffalo below its throne. At his feet appear two deer. The depicted god is identified as Pashupati Mahadev. The Harappan script. The Harappan invented the art of writing like the people of ancient Mesopotamia. Although the earliest specimen of Harappan script was noticed in 1853 and the complete script discovered by 1923, it has not been deciphered so far. There were nearly 4,000 specimens of Harappan writing on the stone seals and other objects. Unlike the Egyptians and Mesopotamians, the Harappans did not write long scripts, but inscriptions were recorded on seals and contain only few words. Altogether, we have about 250 to 400 pictographs and in the form of picture. Each letter stands for some sound, idea or object. The Harappan script is not alphabetical but mainly pictographic. Weights and measures. Numerous articles used for weights have been found. They show that in weighing most the 16 or its multiplier were used. For instance, 16, 64, 160, 320 and 640. Interestingly, the tradition of 16 has continued in India till modern times, and till recently 16 annas made 1 rupee. The Harappans also knew the art of measurement. We have come across sticks inscribed with measure marks. One of these is made of bronze. Harappan Pottery. Harappans were great experts in use of pottery wheels. We come across numerous pots painted in various designs. Harappan pots were generally decorated with the design of tree, circle. The image of men also appears on some pottery fragments. Seals. The greatest artistic creation of the Harappan culture are the seals. About 2,000 seals have been found, and of these a great majority carry short inscriptions with pictures of the one-horned bull and the buffalo, the tiger, the rhinoceros, the goat and the elephant. Images. Harappan artisans made beautiful image of metal. The woman dancer made of bronze. It is the best specimen. Except for the necklace, she is naked. We get a few pieces of Harappan stone sculptures. One stated statue wears an ornamented robe over the left shoulder, under the right arm, and its short locks at the back of the head are kept tidy by a woven fillet. When was the origin and maturity? Let us study about the important cities of Indus Valley civilization. First one, Mohenjo Daro. It is in Pakistan on the bank of river Indus. Its significance are and archaeological discoveries are. It is one of the better preserved site. Discovery of great bath, great granary, post cremation burials. Third one, sewage system. Sculpture of bearded priest, statue of dancing girl. Second one, Harappa. It is in Pakistan on the bank of river Ravi. Two rows of six granaries with big platform, mother goddess figure, stone symbol of lingam and yoni, sculpture of dog chasing a deer in bronze metal, red sandstone male Taurus statue, wheat and barley in wooden mortar, dice and mirrors were discovered here. Third city, Lothal. It is in Gujarat. Manchester. It is called as Manchester of Indus Valley civilization. Existence of dockyard, discovery of weights and measures, flourishing center of beads and gem making. Fourth one, Dolavira. It is in Gujarat. Discovery of large water reservoir built of stone, drawing water from channels and rivers. Unique water harvesting system, dams and embankments, three principal divisions of the settlement. Inscriptions containing 10 large sized signed like an advertising board is discovered here. Fifth city, Rakhi Gari. It is in Haryana. Important and large city of Indus Valley civilization. Discovery of artifacts 5000 year old. Discovery of female skeleton with shell bangles and gold armlet. Paved road, rainwater collection, drainage system, granary, bangles, etc. is discovered here. Sixth city, Kalibangan. It is in Rajasthan. Kalibangan literally means black bangle owing to the discovery of a number of terracotta black bangles at this site. Fortified settlement, citadel and unique fire arches discovered here. Toy cart, bones of camels, decorated bricks discovered here. Seventh city, Kot DG. It is in Pakistan. Settlement of early Harappan phase, existence of citadel and lower town discovery of defensive wall. Eighth one, Ropar. It is in Punjab. Dog buried with human oval pit burials is found here. Ninth one, Banawali. It is in Haryana. Toy plough, barley grains, oval shaped settlements found here. 10th one, Surkotada in Gujarat. Horsebone and stone carved grave found here. 11th one, Mohenjo Daro in Pakistan. Bead making factory, and this is the only city without citadel. 12th one, Balakot in Pakistan. It's a coastline site. Shell making industries found here. 13th one, Daimabad in Maharashtra. Sculpture of bronze chariot yoked to two oxen found here. 14th, Amri in Pakistan. Actual remains of rhinoceros found here. 15th, Alamgirpur in Uttar Pradesh. Impressions of cloth on the straw found here. Thank you.